Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what I want to talk about is how becoming a mom has changed my life. Now, for a lot of moms it may be different, but these are just some of the things that I've noticed in my life that have changed ever since I've become a mom. I am a first-time mom, so I wouldn't say I'm pretty new to this. I mean, my baby's 10 months old, but my life has still changed ever since I've had a baby. And not so much for like in a bad way, but it's just changed a lot. And one of the things I've noticed is just that you just don't have time for yourself. And I mean, a lot, like I said, it's going to be different for a lot of moms, but one thing that I noticed is just that I just didn't have time to do my hair. Even though I never did my hair even before I was pregnant or before I had a baby, I never did my hair. My hair is naturally like this is my natural hair, the wavy in it. And so when it was long, I didn't really have to do anything to it. I would just shower, let it dry, or just go out like that, and it would just like fall normally in waves. And I didn't never did anything to my hair. I think the only time I ever did anything to my hair was when I was in high school, and everyone would straighten their hair. So I had blonde in my hair. I had like my hair was this long. It was like really long. It was up to my belly button, and half of it was blonde, and I was working my way up to being a full blonde. So I was going to the salon and going in sessions and getting my hair getting to a point where my hair was blonde. And I just noticed like I just didn't have time to go to the salon. I didn't have time to like maintain it. One, like I wouldn't use the shower. Every time I would shower, it was always like a 5-10 minute shower, like I was in and out because of Nathan, because I wanted to be with my baby, or because I don't know. And so I would use the purple shampoo, and the purple shampoo, I don't know why, but after I would shower and after I would put the shampoo and I would brush my hair, it was just always so tangled, and it was so bad. So that was one thing. I had to cut my hair, and I cut my hair, and I just thought, you know what, I'll cut my hair, get rid of the blonde, even though I left a little bit. I'll cut my hair, get rid of the blonde, not have to worry about that. Ever since I did that, it's been better. Like when I shower, I'm in and out, brush my hair doesn't get tangled as much, doesn't even get tangled at all. It's not as heavy anymore. It's not in the way when I'm like with Nathan. When I have buns, I get really bad headaches, so I don't even have to put my hair in a bun to like so it won't be like in my way, even though having it down could be still in my way, like if I'm down doing something with Nathan, but it's much easier. And so yeah, that was one of the things, is I had to cut my hair. And I mean, I don't regret it in the sense of, now that I'm a mom, I mean, having my hair short and natural hair color, it just works best. But if I wasn't a mom, I would have my long hair, and I'd be doing all these things to it, because I mean, we have time for it. And so yeah. Second thing is the sleep thing. My son sleeps throughout the whole night, but it's like occasionally he'll wake up here and there, and when I'm sleeping, I'll be in bed all night, I'm sleeping, but there's just that, I don't know if you moms know what I'm talking about, but there's just that, like, if you hear any little thing, you're like up, like right away. So I'll hear him roll over, and I'm already up, and I'm just like, I have his crib right next to my bed, so I'm laying down, and I open my eyes, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna wake up. Sometimes he wakes up crying because his pacifier fell out, and I need to go give it to him. Or he peed on his diaper. He has a really bad, like, he has a wet diaper, a full diaper, and I need to change it. Sometimes he does get hungry throughout the night, and I need to go feed him. And it's just like constant up and down and up and down. And you wake up early in the morning, and I think I've already become a morning person. Not so early. I'm not in the 7 o'clock. I'm not at the 7 a.m. yet, where most moms are at. And I think it's because Nathan is really good with his naps, and he sleeps throughout the night. So with that being said, the sleep part, I'm always tired. I don't even think it's the sleepiness. I don't think it's me being sleepy. I think I'm just tired. Like, you're constantly tired once you're a mom. I I wouldn't wish anything upon my friends, but I would probably wish pregnancy upon my friends just so that they knew exactly what I was talking about whenever I'm saying, I'm tired, or, I can't do this, I can't do that. That way, they're not, texting me and saying, hey, let's go to, let's go to the bar or whatever, let's go have a drink, or let's do this. And I'm just like, I really can't go. Or let's go to a concert. I cannot go to a concert right now. I'm taking care of my baby. So, even though it sucks, I can't do those things, in the sense of, me being going out and stuff, I don't do that anymore as often as I did before, just because, I have a son and I'm a stay-at-home mom. But, I do have times where, Bryant will stay with Nathan, or my sister, or my mom, or Bryant's mom, but I just can't get myself to going out, because I feel bad sometimes, but I know sometimes we need that break, and I'll take that break once in a while. And it's just one of those things where if you don't go out, or if you don't do something else other than taking care of your baby 24/7, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. Another thing is, the third thing is coffee. I loved coffee. I probably started liking coffee when I worked at Starbucks 2 years ago, and that's when I started liking coffee. But now it's more like every morning I wake up and I get my cup of coffee. Every morning I have to have a cup of coffee. If I don't have a cup of coffee, my head is hurting, or I'm just so tired. Even after I drink my first cup, I'm still so tired. And if Nathan naps, I'll nap. And another thing is, if I've noticed that I've had 2 cups of coffee, like hot coffee, I'll make myself an iced coffee, and I'll be like, at least I'm having an iced coffee, but it's still coffee. And it's just like that throughout the day. What else? Let's see. So that, so my hair changed, the sleeping changed, and, being tired all the time, and then the coffee. Another thing that I have to address is, before, when you want to go out and do something, say you want to go to the store and get something, or you need to go grocery shopping, or right now that it's, December and you need to go Christmas shopping, you just want to get up and grab your keys, get in the car, and go. Get to the store, get off, grab your car or whatever, go into the store, look around, and go. No, now it's, sometimes I'll just go, whatever. I won't really fix myself up. I'll get ready really quick, and then I'll get Nathan ready. And if you're one of those moms where your baby has to look divine, then you know what I'm talking about. I always have to dress up Nathan matching, or he just has to look good. I think there's only been a few times where I'm just like, oh, it's okay, he'll just go like that. Maybe we're going to a doctor's or something. But so now with the baby, it's even harder, because you have to, you grab your baby, put him in the car, you get him ready, put him in the car seat. Especially if you live upstairs, you have to go down the stairs with the car seat, you put him in the car, and then you drive to wherever you're going. You get there, you have to unload the car seat off the car, and if he pooped, you have to change him there in the car. If he has a dirty diaper or whatever, then you put him in the car, in the cart, or if you have a stroller, and you go, you're shopping, and everything is all good until you just get that little smell of your baby's poop, and now you have to change him again. And if your baby's scared of the dryer, or people flushing toilets like mine, it's even worse, because then they're crying, and then after that, it's they're just so they're so emotional that throughout the day they're just not in a good mood. Or so that's another thing that I noticed. I can't just get up and go somewhere unless, when I was living with my mom, I would just be like, I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna go to the store real quick. Can you watch him real quick? Or I'll tell my sister I'm gonna go, do something, or I'm gonna go to the gym. And that's another thing, now that I mentioned the gym. I haven't taken Nathan to daycare at the gym. He hasn't been in daycare, just because I haven't thought about doing that yet, and I'm not there yet. But I am thinking of doing it. I think it's gonna come soon. But I love the gym. Before I was a mom, before I was pregnant, I was always working out. If you know me, you know that I love fitness, and I was always working out, always watching what I was eating. And now that I have a baby, it's just, wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, grab some cookies, or have a bagel, or eat eggs and bacon, or something really quick. Do what you have to do, and if if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. Most likely you're a mom if you search this type of video up, or if this came up on your recommended. You know that if there's a chance for you to lay down, you're going to lay down. You're gonna forget about showering, you're gonna forget about eating, you're gonna forget about the cleaning, you're gonna take a nap, or you're just gonna lay down. Even if it means 45 minutes of scrolling through Instagram or on YouTube, you're just gonna find that you get that chance, and you're just gonna lay down and take it. And then when you start feeling like you're sleepy, that's when your baby starts waking up, right? Yeah, that's happened. When you're just laying there, taking your time, or I'll come to the couch to the living room and I'll be drinking some coffee or eating something, and I'm like, I'll take this time. I'm scrolling through Instagram or doing something on social media, or I'm watching TV, and then as soon as I start falling asleep, I hear him. And then you didn't take your nap. It happens. And so those are some of the things that I've noticed, that ever since I've been a mom, there's just things that you just can't do. Always constantly having eye bags. I don't know, it's just a lot. If you know what I'm talking about, it's not so much like it's a lot, like you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Or obviously you have to keep doing it. You have a baby, you're a mom, that's your responsibility. But oh my goodness, I cannot stress it enough how bad a mom needs a vacation, or like just a day of being, out with your friend or out by yourself. I think it's very important for you to take one day out of the whole entire week to just, relax, or else you're just gonna go crazy. And it's true. I mean, especially if you have an infant, that you're gonna drive yourself insane if you're constantly just doing the same thing over and over and over again. So one thing that I like to do is, right now that it's December, I like to shop, so I've been shopping. What I'll do is, even though I have to take Nathan with me, Nathan is such a good baby. Well, I'll take him out, and he's in his stroller, and he's not, he's not fussy unless he's hungry, unless he has a poopy diaper or something, but he's not that baby that's like, get me out of here, or crying. And I mean, he's only 10 months old. He's not gonna like be complaining about, not getting a toy or something. But when I'm out like that, I kind of feel relaxed, or I feel like, okay, this is going good. But then again, going back to what I said before, then whenever that time comes where you have to change him, and then it's just downhill from there. And in no means am I saying being a mom is bad, or being a mom is, there's just no way to put it. Like, being a mom is exhausting. It is exhausting. And when there's just some things that people don't tell you when you're pregnant, or people don't tell you how it's going to be like when you become a mom. But I think that I've learned so much, and I'm just a different person ever since I've become a mom. And now I totally understand my mother, where when she would tell us like, oh, you understand when you're a mom, you understand this.